Yo, the Clipse is getting close to album release. We saw the cover art already for the vinyl, which looked fire. I ain't even gonna lie to you with the call outs and all that, and the calls artwork, rather say. It was dope. It was dope for sure. And Pusha's been on his marketing run right now. He might have a degree. We got to go check if he went to a college real quick and got a marketing degree, because he's on fire right now. From dissing Travis back to back to back. I saw already like 2 interviews, 2 different ones, and he's calling him out about what happened and him doing monkey dances and going out there to Paris to play Utopia, and they didn't like the album because he don't like rappers that don't rap.
Shameless. It all came from actually being in Paris.
So be it, so be it. So be it, so
It came through carrying the, the Utopia briefcase.
Right. Yep.
Doing his whole spiel. He comes, he interrupts the session. The next day, the meltdown verse or whatever comes on.
I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss.
Drake on Travis Scott talking about melting
P,
Pharrell's jewelry.
and all of that. Yeah. That was a corny, like, you shouldn't have been here anyway. Him specifically, too. I don't take it as personal as I should. It's Travis. He's harmless. I'm not into his whole makeup. I took it there.
Her Utopia had moved right up the street, and her lip gloss was popping. She ain't need you to eat.
And then to to come back in our fold.
To make a point of...
Yeah, to invade the fold and then, do all that he did. It was like, man, that was corny. He's shameless. He does it. You've seen him do it to everybody. I've definitely had to put my hand on your shoulder before. You died in front of me. You cried in front of me.
Cried in front of me, you died in front of me.
Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
Calabasas took your bitch and your pride in front of me.
I had to help you. People take that type of shit for granted. I don't take that for granted. So, to come and interrupt the session, to do something backhanded and backbiting, and not for nothing. Like, man, I didn't have to put my arm around you before. You know what I'm saying? But, to go along with the title, so be it. He does this numerous times. You know what I'm saying? He'll do it with his mentor.
Right.
Ye. You know what I'm saying? He was even instrumental in the whole beef now. The Like That verse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Egging that on. I don't want nobody who don't rap to egg nothing on. You don't rap. Stay out of rappers' business. You specifically stay out of rappers' business.
Right.
Don't do that. I just thought it was disrespectful. I'm like, man, we don't even want you here, to be honest. Like, we're not here to hobnob with any rappers. And I personally don't like rappers who don't rap.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want it. So, to come and interrupt the session, to do something backhanded and backbiting, and not for nothing. Like, man, I didn't have to put my arm around you before. You know what I'm saying? But, to go along with the title, so be it.
Utopia to me is, that's A-level music. That's A-level music. I love Utopia. Utopia to me is my favorite Travis Scott project ever. Rodeo was up there, Astroworld obviously, Birds in the Trap Sing, Brian McKnight, everything. But Utopia, #1 by far. And not only that, the live show for Utopia. Bro, I saw Utopia live 3 times. Rolling Loud and twice on tour. So I just saw another interview today where Pusha T's dissing Kanye. He's saying Kanye is not a real man and all that. I was like, whoa, that was crazy. They definitely gonna sell some copies of this album.
Because he is not a person that we ain't the same. We can't outside of music, we're nothing.
You and Kanye.
Yeah, we can't be anything outside of music. Like, music is where we clicked. Outside of that, his principles, his morals, his mindset, we don't see eye to eye hardly ever.
Sure.
Ever. And we never have. I've said it a lot of times. We don't.
I saw you smiling, Malice, a little bit.
Because I seen him out there. You know what I'm saying? I know what's going on with him. I watch him. I watch him close. I watch him like my mom would watch him, and to know what's going on. And my brother just we come from just loyalty to a fault. If you're my friend, you're my friend. You know what I'm saying? And I just seen him in the mix of people who I don't think reciprocated. I'm talking about, through his career. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, he just looked like a lone wolf out there. You know what I'm saying? But, still holding up his principles and his ethics and standing on business the way he stands on business.
Were you wanting to call him back and say you don't have to be the lone wolf?
No, listen, it's good to be the lone wolf sometimes.
It is
It's good to be the
It's
lone
good.
wolf sometimes. Yeah, it is.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, it's no
they
sympathy.
can see it.
Yeah. That's
And
that's how you move out here in this world. You know what I'm saying? If you're a man, that's how you
If
move.
you're a man.
Listen, if
If you're a man,
if you're a man,
only if you're a man though. Because if you ain't a man,
you in trouble.
you can't move like this.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta flip flop and kiss ass and do all the, backbiting and
Reality TV is mud wrestling. A wise man
begging.
once said.
Yes, it is. Of course it is. Of course it is. Kidding me?
Now that you guys are back, you guys
Come on.
And we were hearing, remember a little rumor back and forward a couple months, remember we kept hearing a rumor a couple weeks ago that they made him drop his verse off the Kendrick song, or UMG wanted him to tell Kendrick to censor his verse. I forgot exactly how it was, it's just fresh in my mind. But he didn't want to tell Kendrick to do it. And everybody's like, oh, nah, so it had to be something about Drake. Oh, it had to be something about Drake. You know, they're already going back and forth UMG with Drake. They don't want no more smoke right now. It had nothing to do with Drake, bro. It had nothing to do with Drake. I think it was something about like the Trump card. I think that's what Kendrick said during his verse, a Trump card. And they're like, oh, nah, chill. There's no way in the world. I hope I'm getting that wrong, because there's no way in the world that that's what they were really tight over. Trump card is crazy.
Yeah, they pinpointed a line where the phrase Trump card was used, right? And it's so stupid. Like, it's like the phrase Trump card was used, and they said that they didn't want any problem with Trump or something like that as well.
unrelated to
unrelated.
Totally
Even unrelated.
unrelated.
Yeah, totally unrelated.
just a Trump.
Yeah.
A Trump.
Yeah.
So you felt like they were
I
looking
felt,
for something
of course, they were looking for
to halt the optics.
1,000%. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
And all this crazy run really started when we heard the So Be It verse. As soon as we had that So Be It verse, Utopia, the lip gloss was popping, she ain't need you to eat. We already knew he was talking about Kylie. We already knew he was talking about Travis and that whole thing going back and forward. So he's really been doing his little marketing run. The album comes out, I believe, July 12th. So it's getting close to release day, and this is the rollout for it. And not only that, we also see that there's a Kendrick Lamar verse on there. And he plays it with Pharrell, Malice, and they're somewhere in Paris right now when they're debuting the album and they're debuting verses from it. And the Kendrick Lamar verse is going viral online. And I'm not gonna lie to you, K-Dot kills it. K-Dot killed the verse. The verse was fire. I like this verse. He killed it. For those that haven't heard it, let's check that out real quick. Before we do that, sub up to the channel, guys. Don't forget we on that road to 20,000 subs. Let me know your thoughts down below. Y'all copping the album? Y'all gonna be first in store or first to download that new Pusha album? You guys know I got a dope vinyl collection and I love the Cause artwork. But I don't know. I don't know right now. I don't know. I feel like it's spooky hours right now. And I went to the Fear of God tour. I love Pusha T. I like this music. But right now, it's like, you gotta understand it's murky waters right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's murky waters right now. Some sexy songs for you is what we on right now.
Therapy showed me how to open up. Also showed me how. Time chilling with the chin style and generous, however you want.
Distinguished taste buds and distinguished ears for joining us tonight on the rooftop of the LV headquarters for a night for you to enjoy, this music. It's an homage to the fact that we made all this music right downstairs, right on the water, and you're gonna see the Seine River is very inspiring, and what you're gonna hear tonight is from Virginia to Paris, Paris to Virginia. You're gonna hear that energy tonight.
And that's what he also talks about, remember, when he's talking about the whole Travis Scott. Travis went to the Louis headquarters to go show them the album, which makes sense exactly what Pharrell said right here. It was actually recorded here at the Louis Vuitton headquarters, which is crazy to me. They got a studio inside. That's actually dope. What do you guys think? Are you guys excited for this album? I ain't gonna lie to you. The most thing that I'm most excited about more than anything is the cover art. The cover art to this with the calls and everything is hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's hard. And the fact that it was recorded at the Louis headquarters, like the whole homage to it, the story behind the album is fire so far. But are we here for the Pusha T random disses to Travis Scott over Utopia, which was crazy long ago? That's one thing that he does. He's not gonna rush his diss back. You know, people are like, oh, you got 48 hours. He ain't gonna do that. Because Drake dissed him on 2 birds in 1 stone, and we didn't hear a response to that until what? Red on Daytona, and that was, woo, that was more than a year later. That's the thing with Pusha. He gonna diss you when he got time. Y'all here for it or not? Let me know your thoughts down below. Sub to the channel, guys. Comment down below. Don't forget we on that road to 20,000 subs.